Daniel Jones was the sixth pick in the 2019 NFL Draft and is returning to New York as the undisputed starter in the wake of Eli Manning retiring. After a promising rookie campaign that saw him win more games than anyone expected him to, will he make more progress in year two, or is a regression looming for the former Duke walk-on? Being slept on has been a constant in the life of Daniel Jones. From high school to the NFL, he's had to prove doubters wrong at every turn. Can he keep it going at the professional level and prove he warrants a top 10 draft selection? Daniel Jones is from Charlotte, North Carolina. He attended Charlotte Latin High School, leading them to 2 state championship appearances and breaking several school records in the process. He became the starter as a 5'11", 150-pound sophomore, but left as a 6'5", 211-pound starting caliber college QB. Originally committed to Princeton, Jones was unranked on Rivals.com and a 2-star on 24/7 Sports out of Charlotte Latin. He went to Duke as a walk-on. He holds his high school record for total offensive yards, total passing yards, and total touchdowns, with 8,344, 6,997, and 98, respectively. He also records 1,347 rushing yards in his high school career, which exhibits his excellent mobility. Under-recruited due to his height and late growth spurt senior year, he was brought in by Coach David Cutcliffe of Duke University for his accuracy and mobility. After spending his freshman year as a gray shirt, which is a player that walks onto the team, and redshirts a year until a scholarship becomes available, Daniel Jones became the starting QB for Coach Cutcliffe as a sophomore. In his first year of collegiate action, he completed 270 of 430 passes for a completion percentage of 62.8 and had 2,836 passing yards, with an adjusted yards per attempt of 6.4. He recorded 16 passing touchdowns and 9 interceptions, with a passer rating of 126.3, as well as 141 rushing attempts for 486 yards at 3.4 yards per carry and 7 rushing touchdowns. He led Duke to a 4-8 record in his first year of action. As a sophomore, he completed 257 of 453 passes for a completion percentage of 56.7 with 2,691 passing yards and an adjusted yards per attempt of 5.5. Jones recorded 14 passing touchdowns and 11 interceptions with a passer rating of 112, in addition to 161 rushing attempts for 518 yards at 3.2 yards per carry and 7 rushing touchdowns. Jones led Duke to a 7-6 record in year 2 as a full-time collegiate starter, as well as leading them to a 36-14 victory over Northern Illinois in the 2017 Quick Lane Bowl. As a junior, Jones completed 237 of 392 passes for a completion percentage of 60.5% with 2,674 passing yards and an adjusted yards per attempt of 6.9. He added in 22 passing touchdowns and 9 interceptions with a passer rating of 131.7. He also had 104 rushing attempts for 319 yards at 3.1 yards per carry and 3 touchdowns on the ground. Jones led Duke to an 8-5 record and a 56-27 blowout victory over Temple in the 2018 Independence Bowl. After a good senior season and winning Senior Bowl MVP, Jones was invited to the Combine and received major draft buzz due to his ideal combination of size and mobility, all in spite of his pedestrian college stats. Many scouts knocked him for his production during his Duke years, but some slack was given due to his supporting cast not being all that great. The most damning evidence against Jones was his poor success rate, a measure created by Football Outsiders to determine offensive success on a given play. Coming in at only 39.6% for his career, this mark was well below the collegiate success rate of fellow first-round picks Kyler Murray at 53.4 and Dwayne Haskins at 53.2, and slightly lower than his contemporaries Drew Lock at 41.7 and Gardner Minshew at 40.9. At the Combine, Jones recorded good measurables which backed up the hype about his mobility, leading many to ignore the glaring flaws within his game. Jones was picked 6th overall by the New York Giants in the 2019 NFL Draft. He took his first game action in a Week 2 loss, relieving Eli Manning, and followed it up with a win in his first start versus Tampa Bay a week later, becoming the first rookie to win his first start since 1980. This was a springboard into a promising rookie campaign for Danny Dimes, cut short due to an ankle injury late in the season. As a rookie, he recorded 284 completions on 459 attempts for a completion percentage of 61.9, with 3,027 yards and 6.6 yards per attempt, with an adjusted net yards per attempt of 5.38 and 24 touchdowns with 12 interceptions. Jones added in 45 rushing attempts for 279 yards at 6.2 yards per carry, and 2 rushing touchdowns, with 18 fumbles, 11 of them being lost. Not the worst rookie season by a first-round pick by a long shot. The production he gave the Giants led many to reconsider if he really could be their QB of the future. With a solid running back in Saquon Barkley, Jones isn't expected to save the day, but merely make the right plays and put them in position to win games. This could change depending on how he develops, but I really don't see a scenario where he becomes anything other than your standard game manager. The future looks bright for the New York Giants, who've successfully transitioned from the aging Eli Manning to a young QB with plenty of potential. Will Daniel Jones live up to his draft pick and become the long-term solution for the Giants? Or was his rookie year merely a flash in the pan and he's destined to burn out within the span of his rookie contract? Only time will tell. But one thing is for certain. For the moment, Danny Dimes is here and he's capable of playing in the NFL. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay dangerous.